The prevalence of childhood obesity is drastically increasing, making it one of the most pressing public health problems in the 21st century. Childhood obesity is widely recognized as a vicious cycle. The vicious cycle is defined as a sequence of reciprocal cause and effect in which two or more elements intensify and aggravate each other. As obese adults have a higher likelihood of having obese children, and being obese as a child has a high likelihood of being obese as an adult, childhood obesity becomes a vicious cycle that must and can be stopped. In 1975, childhood obesity in children and adolescents aged 5 to 19 was just under 1%, whereas in 2016 this figure has increased to 6% for girls and 8% for boys. Moreover, being obese makes one more prone to develop diseases such as diabetes type 2, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. These health complications have a tremendous impact on one's quality of life. If current trends continue, the number of overweight and obese infant and young children will increase globally to 70 million by 2025. Although many factors may have an influence on the rise of childhood obesity, the World Health Organization emphasizes two main causes. The first one is a global shift in diet towards an increase of energy-dense food that are high in fat and sugars. And the second cause are the decreased physical activity levels due to the increasingly sedentary nature of many forms of recreation time, changing modes of transportation, and increasing urbanization. Obesity is largely preventable through a number of methods, such as supportive policies, environments, and schools, which are fundamental in constructing the parents' and children's choices. We designed an obesity prevention program for young children in low-income communities that have just entered high school, tackling specifically the physical activity aspect of this major health problem. Physical activity was chosen as it is one of the two main factors for childhood obesity, alongside diet. Physical activity has been shown to have a significant positive association with body mass index. In the United States, 25.7% of the population is physically inactive. Thus, this section of the population is at higher risk of obesity than those who are physically active. Our health goal is to decrease the prevalence of physical inactivity in our intervention group by 5% in 4 years by increasing the physical activity of children. Our intervention has been developed using the first 4 steps of the Proceed model. Worldwide, the United States have the highest rate of child obesity, with 39% of children aged 5 to 17 being obese. Over the last 30 years, childhood obesity has more than tripled in the United States, and now over 12.7 million children are obese. The annual health care cost of childhood obesity is over $14 billion per year. For these reasons, we have chosen the United States as our target population, specifically the state of Louisiana, which has been reported as the state with the highest rate of childhood obesity. Furthermore, studies have been able to show a causal relationship between socioeconomic status and children's physical fitness and obesity. Children with lower family income tend to have a lower healthy physical fitness status and have a higher risk of obesity than children with higher family incomes. The 3 determinants that have a strong influence on children lacking physical activity are their socioeconomic background, the availability and accessibility of sport facilities, and their awareness of the importance of physical activity through education. Socioeconomic background and availability of sport facilities are not easily altered. However, change can happen concerning the children's awareness through educational program, and their accessibility to physical education can also be changed. Our intervention program is called SAFE, which is short for Sports Are for Everyone. This program aims to increase the amount of physical activity and decrease obesity rates among low-income children in Louisiana, United States. By informing children about the importance of physical activity and increasing their accessibility to sport facilities, the goal is to obtain a 5% lower obesity prevalence in the intervention group compared to the control group after 4 years. Obesity will be measured through the body mass index. The intervention channel will be the educational system in Louisiana. One school will receive the SAFE intervention, and the results will be compared to another school that did not receive the intervention. Both schools have to be part of the lower social-economic community of the state. Children will be given a lecture by a physician on the importance of physical health to raise awareness, and will receive vouchers that allow them to access various team sports facilities. Sports such as football, basketball, volleyball, and handball are offered. We place a strong emphasis on team sports, as we know that children love to play with each other and can have much more fun this way. This is where the strength of this intervention lies. If the children have fun, they will be highly motivated to pursue the program for the intended 4 years. We chose to target high school students from age 14 onwards. At this age, children are still young, but are also allowed to go to these facilities on their own. This way, parents not having the time to bring or pick up their child will not necessarily be a burden. We will also be able to follow up on them as high school consists of 4 years. The vouchers will allow them to participate in any team sport 3 times a week, as is recommended for children by the World Health Organization. By increasing not only the children's awareness towards physical activity, but also giving them the opportunity to participate in various team sports, we believe that through this program, we have a high chance of reaching our goal. Our goal is reducing the prevalence of obesity by 5% in the intervention group compared to the control group in the time span of 4 years. We hope that this video was able to present to you the urgency of the health problem and showed the necessity of such an intervention program. Thank you for your time.